Hello, 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 it's Dindanmex, another game of League ranked. So, hopefully, this game excites you. Always in the very beginning, always remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit the little notification tab icon so you can receive more of this great, awesome content coming your way. And hit the little donation box, man. Send me some cash. I want to get a brand new laptop. Like, so I'm trying to become a pro player. So, send me some love. Any type of love is appreciated. $1, $5, $10, $20, $100, $10,000, $1,000,000. Everything's appreciated. Anyways, let's get right into it. So, God King Garen. I love the skin. I'm not gonna lie, it's the best skin they have. Uh, I think his crown should have been a visor. He should have had a visor. Like his eyes should have shown. Like the visor should have been like that. Like that would have looked fucking beast. He would have looked like a fucking beast. But they didn't do it. So shit happens. I'm not the one doing it. If I would be working with Riot, I'd be like, you giving fucking Garen a visor, making him look like a fucking motherfucking beast. Anyways, in this game, he ends up being a beast anyway. Going versus TRYNDAQUEER. I'm going Smite top. Yeah. Check it out. So I've been doing this a lot more in my games just because I've been getting shit junglers, and I hate shit junglers. And one of the ways that I am able to counter that is by making their jungler be shit. So I try my hardest to make the jungler have a hard time jungling. And I want to psych them out by now considering me in the equation, not only Kindred. Now, I did it with Kindred just because I wanted to see what would happen on the mix. Like, I don't want to take her shit, but I want to make sure that he doesn't take her shit either. Like her little mark. So I want to be able to be in the fight to contest it. Now, the thing that I do when I start with Garen Smite is I go into their jungle and I immediately make hell out of their jungle. If they don't respect me, I take their shit. And that automatically puts them behind and automatically gets them out of whack and automatically makes them question their top because the top did not ward their jungle. So they automatically start having fights. And that's what you want to do. So this is more of a psyche thing and results-oriented thing. Now, I take that just in case if he does ward it, so I know that he warded it. Either way, I still put it there, and I end up taking a ward out of it, and I still try to take that down. Now, the timing that I have on this always seems to be nearly perfect. I think on this one I had... yeah, see, there he goes. He warded it. Yeah, he was asking for help, he knew. So they already lose a lot of XP for me doing that. I'm trying to keep it from out of there because I know he's going to be there. There he is. He backs off. He knows I'm a little bit stronger than he is. But now I go to lane. Now, do you lose a lot? No, I'm already level 2 and I got 140 gold. And literally, right here, I can just take all my shit. And still damage him at the same time. And I'm level 3 now, ladies and gentlemen. Wow! And I have 10 CS2. Odd, huh? It works. This new meta is a little bit different. And if you're able to fight out 2 people at the same time, I'll take that any day. Make their life, especially in solo queue since it's not seen very much. I love doing it. Now, his early fighting game versus almost any laner is pretty weak until you get that first item built. Remember, it's the 15% bonus health that you're going for to be able to counter all their people. I made a little sudden error there. He knows he can push, which is usually a sign of a good Tryndamere, but you'll see here shortly what's going to happen. Kindred's nowhere near there, by the way, but the psychological warfare is there, so it makes it perfect. By the way, I'm level 4, I'm 1 level ahead. You get a lot of level from that little scuttlebutt. Remember, it's the hit and run technique with TRYNDAQUEER. You hit him while he's trying to auto another person or another little minion. You do. And the funny thing is that I've been seeing this a little bit more often now. You don't want to do continuous trades with him. It's usually a bad idea. So, what I've noticed more about the new Tryndameers coming out here is that they use. I could have killed him. I don't think I have flash there. Oh, I do kill him. Oh, beautiful. I don't know why he just didn't flash away. He disrespected me. Or just used his little thing. Maybe he didn't think I was going to flash. I don't know. He was very slow on his button mashing there. Now I really got a huge ass lead. Look at that. I'm level 6 already. It's 4 minutes in the game. I'm level 6. Or 5 minutes in the game and I'm level 6. And I have 28 CS and I have a kill. So I own this lane. And he decides to go AP. So the AP TRYNDAQUEER is the same. It's just you have to notice different things. His spin does more damage. And he heals a lot more. That's the whole point of the damn fucking bastard. His heal factor. When he's running away from you, it, like, heals chunks, man. You're gonna see here shortly how much it heals. The weakness, he doesn't crit as much. And same build still affects him. They think they can get away with it with the spin, but they really can't. He has Ignite, I believe. Does he have Ignite? Yeah, he has Ignite. So all you gotta do is just keep your health high, not continue to trade with him, and you end up winning this match easy as pie. I think the other one is a little bit more dangerous just because he's able to do it. This one's a little revolved, a little bit more about trickery. I hit a fucking minion away. I didn't hit him. The good thing is that I kind of taunted him in. I missed that series. That was bad series. I don't know if you noticed that, but that's the good thing about having Smite. You can always... It's like having a what's it called? Dematerializer in your back pocket. So by the time one of those big little minions comes by, you just smite it. So if he's pushing you in, you can't get to it, just wait till it gets to a low amount and smite it and you automatically get it. It's a guarantee. I don't think it heals you though. That would be OP, because then he would never be able to kill you. Level 7, man. I was level 6 in 4 minutes. It's fucking insane. Alright, so another thing is that they normally, your jungler normally doesn't take his Krugs, especially if it's on the upside. You don't want their jungler to catch up, so you take as much of that jungle side as you can. Especially later on as the game progresses, if your jungler's just not taking it, because it's staying there, it wastes a lot of time, and it'll keep you, and there's no point, especially once you have pushed up. If you go into the jungle, you're kind of being risky because you don't know where their enemy jungler is at. So you want to make sure that you take only the Krugs. The red at times, if your jungler's just bad, and you know your jungler's bad, then just take it. I mean, they're going to get angry, but it doesn't matter. You want to be able to carry the game. The game's going to be on your shoulders. So right now, I'm 1-0-0. I have 47 CS. We're TRYNDAQUEER. That's the thing. That I think he's already arguing with his jungler. By the way, I think this jungler said that I fucked up his pathing, and this is true. Wait, no, it was another jungler. It automatically makes the opposing jungler have to change his pathing. It's a psychological warfare too. Remember, let's see. Watch, you'll see his doing his. Look at that. Almost full health. That's the power of... Where's the flash? Perfect. That was really well. He didn't expect that. He has no flash though. He's gank. He's very gankable. You already proved your dominance too when you do stuff like that. Like, he knows he can't fuck with you. Okay, now that you have that push, you see that little minion waver, or you see that little scuttlebug? You got Smite. You should never not really get that scuttlebug. Like, that becomes a... Not only does it heal you every time you hit it, but once you smite it, it completely heals you up. So, as you will see here, I didn't even smite it. He was all the way over there. The jungler was going to come back up top. Might as well just take it for him. Tryndaqueer's not doing anything. See? He's going to come up and take it. So you take it instead. That's what I was talking about. Those things add up. Now he's going to waste more time going and checking. What's he's going to do this time? Oh, you're going to do it. Oh, that's why he didn't go through there. I was wondering where he went there. That river's warded. My side is fucking warded though. Look at that. Scuttle access ward. I got another ward. They're gonna all my side. I should not be able to get him. We'd have to come from the side. I think he ends up killing me. Too much, man. I don't know why Zoe flashed in. We can take that now. Everybody's there. Might as well do it. See that? I asked them to do that. I mean, everybody's there. We just killed their jungler. Might as well just take it. Tryndaqueer, we already know where he's at. He's so ahead, man. Dude, we are so fucking ahead. Did I smite that shit? I don't think it says. Yeah, see, that's why you don't trade with him there. That was very bad on my part. I think I got that one. I think I smited it because I got 100 gold in it. Kindred's way ahead though now. See, that's how I'm supposed to play rather. Just smack them, run away. Smack them, run away. Gain my health, run away. Gain my health, run away. I think I was typing there. I think Kindred was asking about something. See, that's strong. Look at it. It gets annoying after a while knowing that Garen can just queue in and get out. See? You never lose it out. And he had to go in on that. Look at that shit, man. That heal is insane. This is funny. I mean, I guess he could have gone in. Did he have ult? He did have ult. Our bot lost, by the way. 0-2-1. Our mid, our jungler started pretty good. Our jungler started really good. He's 6-0-2. But I don't know if that was just Case doing this. Case doing shit. Pretty bad fight on my part. So I take that. Decide to go back. I didn't see him anymore. He decides to go back. I have enough to buy the item, and you always get a Bramble this whenever you're going versus TRYNDAQUEER, because it doesn't matter if he goes AP. He still does physical damage as his main shit, which is his autos. The only thing that changes is his healing. Remember, his healing and his crit, so he doesn't crit as much, so you You don't really need crit. So you see where Kendra's at? She hasn't really helped me out. I started getting people coming up top. Actually, I don't think she's ganked me at least once. I've been the one helping her out, so I take her red as Texas. I could have taken that as Texas too. But I saw TRYNDAQUEER. Now my job here is to take out TRYNDAQUEER, to kill him. Red helps you do that. Look at that shit. Now she just has to punch. Whew, man, her damage is good on that. Oh, he was there. Okay, this fight gets pretty sloppy, by the way. I had it, remember? It bought me the time to live too. I think I played it off the day. Should put it in. I think I was already running out of time also. But either way, 201, 123. That's so that one there was a little sloppy. I think it could have been played a lot differently than the way we did it. Either way, we got another Drake. I'm at 123. Tryndamere's at 126. I've been helping. I'm 2-0-1. Now, you only need Bramblevist first, because if you end up putting Thornmail, it doesn't have too much to kind of stack up on. So you want to go with the next available item. And is anybody going crit on their team? No, Lucian normally doesn't go crit. Are you going crit? No, he's not. That's actually why I decided to put on Dindanmex. So here's the deal. When you go as Smite Garen, you're supposed to be a fucking tank. Like a big, massive, tanky motherfucker. That 15% health is a lot. Like, you can get into the 6,000s with this guy. And now you're hoping that your team is able to do damage too, because usually this Garen is not meant for damage. This is pretty good. It is nothing. Yeah, nothing there. So, I roamed, I saw the fight. You want to help out your teammates since you can. He can't contest me. Yeah, as you can see there. You see that? He can't contest me, and neither can this guy here, as you can see there. Look at this. Yeah, I thought Nami was gonna get caught there, and it was gonna be over. So, Tryndamere is still staying top. So as you can see, like it actually, he has to stay top. I make it look easy, okay? I make it look easy fighting him, and she just got too cocky. Very bad decision. I zone him out in this one. Good shit from Zoe there. Baron is getting ready to burst in. (3-0-1) by the way, 163 CS, 18 minutes, almost pretty decent. Almost. Remember I said the word almost. Because I don't have I should be at 180, so I'm missing 20 CS. But I do have 3 kills. I don't know if you saw, I roamed mid, got the kill because I thought they were fighting and they were low. They had there was waves to be pushed. I pushed all the way as far as I could. I continued a skirmish that I don't think I should have continued, but I did it anyways. And I think that's where I lost timing on that. Remember, the Kindred is not doing good anymore. It looks like she's kind of falling off. Like I told you, I was going to put on Deadman's. It increases speed. So now Tryndamere is going to have a trouble trying to run away from me, but he will still be able to. But I should be able to have a really strong Q now every time we exchange. And now I can stack on Thornmail. Just because it should be able to... Look at that. He hit me, by the way. I don't know if it did damage, but he hit me. I literally can storm his ass if I wanted to here. Stepping away to say something with minions, I get stunned. I do a few little spinneroonies. They get to their ult. I'm tanking that thing the whole entire time. Step in to get healed. The Lucian thinks he's a big badass. This is fun. The 1-2 buckle her shoe, baby! Buckle those shoes, baby! That's right. You know who to fear, Lucian. You might have not feared our team, but you fear the Garen. 4-1. I placed that ward there just in case if there was a ward scanning me out. Once again, take their shit. They're almost dying there. Get the kill. Get another kill. Help get the tower. It's just too much, man. Too fucking much. This is Smite Garen, by the way. That 15% does add up, by the way. Look, I'm at 2,000. I'm at 3K in under 20 minutes. That is a lot for them to deal with, especially if they're not completely fed up. The Kindred is falling off somehow. I don't understand how. Look, this is funny. Still get stuck. Now I do have Smite. They're taking the Drake, trying to take the Scuttlebug. But the Kindred decides to take it. I take that one. I don't know if Kindred had a Smite or not, but that we would have lost it there. I don't understand the Kindred now. Now Tryndamere just gave up top, by the way. I don't know if you look at him. He's bot. He was trying to look for the Scuttlebug, doesn't see it. Now he's gonna try to take their jungle. I see him, so I tell Nami this specifically. I'm like, you know what, Nami? I got this, baby. Don't worry. Because I already know his build, and my build completely counters his. First of all, it's like I have 3 armor items on with really 2. It's like, well, Danny, what do you mean 3? He did no damage, by the way. Did you see that? Look at my health. Holy shit. That is a fucking highlight right there. Holy fucking shit. Okay, so 7-0-1, 199 CS, 23 minutes. I've slacked off on the CSing. 205. I'm getting better at the CS in here. He did take it. He took that shit fast. I knew he was trying to take it, and he took it faster than I thought he would. Maybe I should have compressed it a bit. Because I go and check it out. And then I see it's not there, so I'm like,
Shut down.
I go see his shit, I'm like, Buh.
Red team double kill.
And I see double kill, so if I go in, I know I should be able to help out even more. That Kha'Zix is keeping him in the game. I was gonna smite him. But our Kindred takes her bounty, which is good, and we do go for Baron. I'm at 209. I should have just kept CSing. But it looks like it helped. I mean, I do have 8 kills, though. I'm surprised Kindred lived. I thought she was gonna die, man. I was trying to tank it all, though. Alright, so I do remember TRYNDAQUEER is going AP, so you still need MR on this one. See, he will still do more damage as he's finishing up his build. Besides, they do have a Taric and they have a Lux, so a little bit of MR, and that should be game. You know you can just kick his ass without anything, really, just the Cinderhold. So now, okay, going back to what I was saying. So in this game, if you put 2 armor items on, that's more enough tank than you need. And sometimes the effects are the ones that you need. So for example, the Cinderhulk's effect of they're chasing him. Don't chase the Kha'Zix unless you can catch him. So they caught him, but usually chasing him is a waste of time. So rule of thumb: try to get him out in the open. Try to get him out whenever he's outside, not in his fucking main shit. So while everyone else is still fighting, I'm trying to take down objectives. I do know that they're there, by the way, so I decided to back off. If you keep them moving like that, they will lose a lot of time and a lot of CS. So Spirit Visage, and I believe it's GG at this point. If I decide to put on GA or Warmogs, it would be more than enough. I think GA would be more than enough, just because I'll be able to do a little bit more damage. And if I die, I revive. And it heals 30%. It's 30% now, so that's a lot. And we have a Nami. So literally the Nami can just keep me alive the whole entire time we're fucking fighting. Like, it'll be because of her that I'll just stay alive. So if I put GA and we go in a team fight, yeah, I think I'm in the green, especially as long as Nami stays alive. But I think they end up catching her off guard here. So I'm at 246 CS, 247 in 27 minutes, so I'm falling behind now. I have like 30 CS difference, which is a bad thing. But as you see them split pushing here, I'm not afraid of Kha'Zix. I have AP. I got MR, so. Gotta hit someone with it. Look at that. Oh my lord. He ulted. He flinched. Didn't he see me ult the other guy? As soon as I heard his ult, it was over. I already know he can die. So Taric is gone. Did he have ult? I swear he had ult. No, he didn't have it. See, like, I'm not even afraid of him anymore. I have 4,500 CS though. I am a monster. I just flipped it. Oh my fucking god, no damage! What the fuck? What can this get a chunk? And I just got healed and I'm level 18. I'm level 18 below 30 minutes. That was the goal. I'm just so fucking massive, man. Look at this shit. Everybody else dies though. Alright, so you disengage. We already took a lot there, and we technically have the game in our hands, and I'm 9-0-1, so there's no reason for me to even try to save any one of them. I can just keep taking shit now. There's a big old fat wave bot too, so I think I should have gone and taken that so Alright, so let me go ahead because this lasts a while. Alright, so they have a little weird system on tanking. You put 2 armor items, usually that's the most you can get, like a beef up. It'll normally give you about 70 to 75% reduction. It goes by percentage, so even if you have like 1,000 armor, it doesn't matter. It normally won't go up to 100%. It will rarely go up to 80% or even 90%. The only ones that can actually do that are like Sedge. Sedge is one of them that can kind of break the limit on how much damage she can take initially, just because of her ice shit or whatever it's called. But yeah, so normally 2 armor items are usually the most you can kind of put on. I started taking out her jungle at this point, so I said fuck it. I mean, she's not really doing too much and she's dying too quickly. And most of her fights are shit, so it doesn't matter to me anymore. Anyways. Yes, so coming back to this. So, yeah, 2 armor items, these are the most. Now, a good build to beat these people with, nah, we end up winning that fight there, so once that guy's dead, usually it's game. And then they kill the black guy, so that's over. Anyways, coming back to this. So, 2 armor items are usually the most you can get on the actual armor side of things. Once you put 3 armor items on, you don't get too much. So, like, Ninja's heavy boots is okay, so it doesn't make too much of a huge difference by that time frame. And that's why they're usually so OP, because plus 20 armor is a lot percentage-wise when you're adding in the very beginning. Look at that. It's even damaging you? Like, I don't even need to take this anymore. We really don't need to take this thing, but we take it. To humiliate them. I'm not even killing anyone anymore, I'm just taking towers. Look at that shit. Look at that, I'm just ignoring them now. Good God! GG boys! 31 minutes, 290. God, I missed it by 20 CS still. It's so hard to just fucking CS all the time, man. These niggas are like, the fucking pros are good, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, they get it down almost every freaking time. I think there might have been only one game that I got to where I got a 10-point CS timing. But I had 9 kills, so not too shabby. And I had 0 deaths, which is not too shabby either in this elo. And I did have 1 assist because I did help out a little bit. But normally if I would go in a team fight, I'd get the kills. Let's see what these people were. Oh, this is even better. Okay, so we were actually the lower elo on this one. Remember, I'm G2 during this point. TRYNDAQUEER was also G2. Just fucking destroyed him. The black man, Lucian, was Platinum 5. So it feels good. Their jungler was G3, which kind of makes sense. Their Lux was Platinum 5. And their support was Gold 2. So we had a Platinum 5 Zoe, which you can kind of tell. We had a Gold 2 Jhin, which was horrible. He was 4, 7, and 10. We had a G3 Kindred, which is, she did pretty well actually, I'm not gonna lie. She started off pretty hot, but then again, I was also helping her to counter their jungler. And they had a 1, 4, and 20 G5 support. So the support did very well in this game. And then they had a perfect Garen, which I was all over the fucking map on that one. 290 CS too. I think I had the most CS out of, yeah, I had the most CS out of everybody. Okay, so coming back to the build and why it works. New meta, Scuttle fucking OP, as you can tell. So junglers actually get a buff, and if you're able to get part of their jungle, you get a big old buff too. I was level 18 before level 30, before, I think it was 28 minutes, I was level 18. I think that's the goal, I'm not sure. I think it's 25 minutes, 25 to 30 minutes, supposed to be level 18, so I did that. Check that mission. But ultimately, when you're fighting almost a full AD comp like they had, AD. If mid was AD, this would have been even more perfect for me. Oh, mid was AD, that sucks. Okay, that was a Platinum 5, I think. Yeah, so 4 AD comps versus a Garen that's using Smite is completely terrible for them, especially if they can't get ahead. The whole point about AD is getting ahead early, building a lot of damage, and then just crushing your opponent with damage. But I had 4,563 health right now. The build that you go for, and you actually can tack out AD items once you're fighting AD, is Cinderhulk, Thornmail, and if they go for crit, you go Radiance. If they have someone with crit like a Yas or a Jinx or someone, just any one of them, because Deadman's is more for chasing down people and it does more damage. Radiance is more for protecting, kind of zoning, and not allowing them to either get in too fast or get out too fast. And then it stops crits, so you're able to slow down the crit person, which is normally a very good idea. Is what you want to do. You want to slow them down and take them out after that. So that build is extremely powerful versus them. If you were by yourself, you wouldn't be able to have a Cinderhulk come in. Remember, most of these AD persons are melee, so they have to get in range. Like, for example, a TRYNDAQUEER, he has to get in close. So a Cinderhulk does damage as he's close to you. Your spin plus the Cinderhulk does a lot of damage. If you have a Thornmail, every time he's hitting you is doing damage, plus your Cinderhulk, plus you. And then if you have a Radiant's Omen, let's say he goes crit, it reduces his crit, which is insane. And now you have the armor to back it up with. So you have a Tabbies, which does reduction. You have a Cinderhulk, which does damage, and it gives you a lot of health, which you need health to sustain. Then you got yourself a Thornmail, which does more damage to him and gives you a lot of armor. Then you have a Radiant's Omen, which gives you more armor and more health. And it slows him down too, so if he tries to run away, you can pop it and it'll slow him down. And then you have a Smite, which if he tries to run away again, you can slow him down again with the Smite, potentially kill him. So you have all the, and it just becomes really powerful versus any AD top laner. So once you have those 3 items, it doesn't matter if they're Qing you, they do true damage, blah blah blah, whatever, you will do more damage than they do and you will kill them. If you add on to that a Warmogs, it becomes insane because you can skirmish, you get out, a few seconds later you can just come back in, wallop them out. A GA, you can stay in the fight, die, revive, kill them. It's just extremely strong versus AD components. So that build is OP. It's OP. And then if you're fighting them and indirectly you're fighting their jungler, and indirectly you're also getting more experience, so you're getting higher levels than they are, it's just a snowball effect that piles on as it gets larger. If you get that first blood kill, as you saw with this one, it just becomes insane. He normally can't do anything. No AD person can do anything to you. You can only 2v1. You can take a lot of aggro, stay alive, as you saw there. Now, I did think I did some Houdini X, and my team did help me out a little bit on some of them, but it was kind of calculated on those things. So 9-0-1. There was 17 kills in the game. None of them were mine. I think our feeder was that Jhin, and that was about it. Our jungler did great. Our Zoe did great. And our Nami did great too. I have to give them a round of applause. Jhin, thank you for not feeding even more and staying in the game, not being completely toxic. So we took all Drakes thanks to Kindred and me. I helped out a little bit. We took Baron to kind of seal the deal. We just had the snowball effect. I think, yeah, we had almost 20,000 gold difference than they did, so it was over. But you guys got to see it again. and this isn't a higher elo. This is versus a few plats. They had 2 plats on their team. I think it was the Lux and the Lucian. So it works. It's viable. It's a new thing that, with this meta at least, until they change it, is extremely strong. So don't diss it if you see another Garen trying doing this, or if you see another top laner try doing this. It works. Just take it. Now, word of advice, it does hurt the jungler a little bit, because you're jungler, believe it or not, even if you take all his shit top, because now he has to, you force their jungler to get out of their pathing, so now they have to gank, and your team is not always smart enough to see that. So instead of playing safer and slowly weeding out the jungler so you can have your jungler stronger, and you kind of just holding the lane and just taking the shots when you know where he's at, you'll get erroneous people that just keep asking for your jungler to gank because their jungler is literally sitting there waiting. The reason he's gonna be sitting there waiting is because, well, we took all his fucking jungle, so he has no other choice. And if you give, they go into desperate mode, and most people are not used to that. I'm used to it because I'm used to, as you've seen most of my games, fighting 1, 2, 3 people coming to my lane, just because our bottom lane lost, or mid lane lost, or jungler lost. So now what I try to do is take that fucking jungler out of the game early, so that way I don't get ganked as much, or if he decides to gank me, I'm just going to gain levels because I'm going to be tanky as fuck. So more than likely they're not going to kill me, which should give the rest of my team an opportunity to breathe and win. But what normally ends up happening is the jungler does one of 3 things. He gets extremely pissed, decides to go versus me, and then dies, which is what usually happens, or gets nothing, which is also what usually happens. Very rarely does they actually get the kill. Or 2, he ends up going to their jungle and fighting our jungler, which you have to be prepared to go in and protect that jungler. Since you're taking that other jungler, you're going to expect him to go in. Now, at the same time, you're going to expect your jungler to fucking be at a level higher than his. Or 3, he's going to camp mid or bot, because he knows that all of his shit top is lost, because their top laner is shit. Now, either way, their jungler is going to get out of their game plan, and either way, their jungler is going to get angry at their top laner. That's what you want him to do. You take 2 people out of contention there. You start a fight that shouldn't even have happened there. Instead of having them cruise along, now they're feeling uncomfortable. And a lot of people, when they feel uncomfortable, end to do mistakes, errors, because they're not used to something like this happening. So there's a lot that goes in there. Now, if you look at op.gg, I went on a 14-game win streak before, I swear to you, I think Riot intervened. I went on a 14-game winning streak with this build. And there were a few games I think we should have lost, but we ended up winning. But 14-game win streak speaks for itself. I did do it with a good buddy of mine. No joke, I got a bug splat all of a sudden on my 14th game. I just had to call it a night. It was supposed to be patching errors in my thing. Next day I play, first game, everything's decent. I do it with my buddy again. Can't win with him anymore. Every game we get shit team members. Now, if it's the system, the one that did that, I don't know, but it did patch it before that happened, and now me and my buddy cannot do it anymore, because every time we get together, they literally give us 3 people to carry. There's 5 people on the team, by the way, but they give us 3 people to carry 90% of the time now. So we stopped doing it. 14 games in a row did we win. Coincidence? I don't know. I have no idea. But it's not the first time it's happened. I've seen this happen before, so be careful with those bug splats. Those bug splats are not always, I'm starting to think they're not always just errors. I'm starting to think that Riot probably has some sort of way to check people so they don't climb too fast. Why? I have no idea. I'm not Riot. But hey, shit happens. Or maybe their system goes into a glitch and then starts benefiting you in that glitch, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh shit, this shouldn't be happening. I don't know. But anyways, you guys got to see there the Smite Garen work very well, so hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the little notification tab icon so you can receive more of this awesome content. I am trying to do highlights, like highlight reels, 2v1s, 1v2s, escapes, that sort of shit. But before that ends up happening, I do need a way better computer. I need to be in a better place too. I am trying to move out into a different area so my business can grow, but I want to grow this one. I'm trying to treat it as a business. I am trying to become a professional gamer, so hit that donation box. $1, $5, $10, $100, $10,000, $1,000,000, $10,000,000. Anything helps, so I can continue this quest of become a pro gamer and getting my